So today is a moment of pride and fulfillment for the 79 MBA graduates in infrastructure management and the 8 MTech graduates in construction engineering and management. It marks the culmination of years of dedication and perseverance that each of you have put in. My dear graduates, for your parents, this moment is the realization of a dream. For your teachers, it is the materialization of a commitment to see you outgrow this university and find your wings. And for all of us at the Adani Group, it is the unfolding of our chairman, Shri Gautam Adani's vision, because more new talent will be stepping into the infrastructure sectors to shape India's aspirations over the next several decades. India already is at the world's 4th largest economy, and our nation is charting a confident course towards becoming the 3rd largest by 2030. Our GDP projected to touch an incredible $7.3 trillion US. Between July and September 2025, India's GDP, it rose 8.2%, the highest in 6 quarters, despite global economic uncertainties. Our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, said that this growth reflects the hard work and enterprise of our people. He also said that the government will continue to advance reforms and strengthen ease of living for every citizen. I want to draw your attention to the phrase ease of living. Across the world, nations are rethinking transport, energy, urban systems, and public services with sustainability at the core. Smart cities, they are no longer distant ideas. They are operational necessities. Modern logistic networks, disaster-resilient infrastructure, and digital public platforms such as Aadhaar, UPI, and ONDC. Now they form the backbone of national resilience. So collectively, these help societies withstand the shocks from pandemics to supply chain disruptions. The global industry is increasingly seeking professionals who are fluent in AI-driven design, IoT-enabled monitoring, BIM-based planning, climate-resilient engineering, and data-centric decision-making. All these contribute to ease of living. However, as we all know, ease of living is just a starting point. From there, I see India shifting its focus to the next logical step, and often overlooked, but a very critical measure of progress. That is called quality of life. And that aspiration is what your generation must help to shape. Beyond connectivity and convenience, it lies a more demanding responsibility that we create systems which allow people to benefit from improved health, safety, and opportunity. Progress will no longer be measured only by speed, scale, or efficiency, but it will be measured by how well our citizens live. Take the challenge of the alarming pollution levels. Our cities are engines of opportunity, but as we are now witnessing, they are also centers of degraded air quality, high noise levels, and chronic congestion. Policy alone cannot resolve this. It requires a different vision of how to plan, build, and manage the infrastructure. My dear graduates, you will be designing the mass transit systems that remove lakhs of private vehicles from the roads. You will build powerhouses where renewable energy is the goal. You will create green corridors, specify responsible construction materials, and shape low-emission urban zones and weave natural elements into the dense concrete environments. This is the moment when infrastructure goes beyond being just business assets and starts becoming a tool for human well-being. And as now newly minted graduates, you are not just inheriting this responsibility, you are in fact perfectly positioned to reimagine it. The next decade of infrastructure is not about building more, it's about building better. My dear graduates, as you begin your professional journeys, please remember that your academic qualifications open the doors, but it will be your character, your curiosity, and your resilience that will determine how far you will travel. Success will not be defined by titles alone, but by the integrity with which you lead, the compassion with which you serve, and the courage with which you think out of the box. Through all this, I want you to keep India in your hearts, and I want you to place India above everything else. Protect, nurture, and announce your Indianness with pride. Recently, at the Adani Global Indology Conclave, our chairman spoke about the crossroads at which AI and Indology meet, and how only India should write and tell India's story. He announced a founding contribution towards work that will support this cause. Think about how each one of you can contribute in your own small ways and drive a mission of elevating India through your work. Through that, you will be driving a mission of elevating India through your teams, through your enterprises, and through all the work that you do in future. And when I say this, I do not mean it in a sentimental way. Our pride in being Indian is not just emotional, it is historical and practical. Think about Aryabhat's invention of zero, or Sushruta describing 300 surgical procedures, or our ancestors building Takshashila in Nalanda, long before anybody ever thought about higher education. You all are inheritors of a civilization that has imagined deeply, built boldly, and led morally. Carry that legacy into your careers, not as nostalgia or history, but as a responsibility. Towards this goal, I am happy to share that we are planning a new, sustainable, world-class campus for Adani University. With the state-of-the-art research and academic activity-oriented facilities, it will seamlessly blend India's rich educational legacy with modern tools and global techniques. While we give shape to the infrastructure, I hope that together we will continue to work towards our collective goal of nurturing a vibrant learning community within and beyond its walls, that we will find meaning in solving challenges together, that our research will surpass journals and get applied in the real life, and that our students, all of you, will continue to become our greatest ambassadors. My dear graduates, as alumni of Adani University, I hope you will all return to guide those who come after you. This is because in an increasing digital world, we are reminded of how irreplaceable the personal connections are and how the lived experiences are unmatchable.